What's up, cousins? So in 2025, I'm gonna need for you to put the box down. It is very easy to make this good old hamburger helper. So now let's go ahead and get into it. So these are the ingredients you're gonna need, as well as some heavy whipping cream. Now, as you guys can see from the ingredients, it's not that much at all. So put the box down, heifer. All right, so in my skillet, I'm gonna add a little bit of avocado oil. You can add whatever oil you want to use, but we're trying to be a little fancy Nancy here in the US since everything is processed. Now I'm going to add a whole onion to my pan. Typically, since I'm only using a pound of meat, I would have added maybe a half an onion. But child, this onion thing, we Oprah and try to go bad in the refrigerator. Oh, guess what? You better not go bad today because we're gonna use you and we're gonna use you all. So go ahead and allow your onions to just sweat down a little bit, yeah. So now that my onions have sweat down, I'm going to go ahead and add my pound of meat. And like anything, when you're using ground beef, you do want to kind of just mash it up just a wee bit. You know what I'm saying? And once I mash this thing up just a wee little bit, I'm gonna do what? Yes, you're right. Add me spices. Now, all of the spices that you've seen on the counter is what I use. I just allowed my ancestors to lead me, and I would suggest you do the same. But if you do need measurements because you like my ancestors didn't know how to cook, that's fine. I got you too, but they're gonna be in the description box. So go ahead and season your meat to taste. You're gonna season it again after it cooks, so you don't want to be too heavy-handed, yeah. But you can if you want to. Like it's your kitchen, it's your world. Do what the heck you want to do. So y'all already know I am the stirring queen of the South. So yeah, you're gonna go ahead and allow your meat to cook and drain it off. And once it get done cooking, like we said, drain it off. I added a smidgen more of seasoning because if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. But we already know that, right, cousin? Cool. So go ahead and add your seasoning. To that, I add a few tablespoons of tomato paste. I'm going to stir that around again because that's just like what I do. So now that I got that all incorporated, I am going to add a little bit of garlic paste. Now, if you do have fresh garlic or minced garlic, you want to add about a tablespoon of that in there. But your girl got this from Dubai. Do y'all see that right there? Dubai. Yeah, 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 fancy. Oh. Anyways, so go ahead and add your garlic to it. Stir it around because that's what you need to do. Okay. And I'm going to add my elbow noodles right on to the pot. And with my elbow noodles, I'm going to add some chicken broth. I did not have any. So when you don't have any, you get a thing of hot water, add you a good little bit of chicken bouillon powder. And that's all she wrote. Do you understand me? Who? Who finna go to the store? Not you, because eggs cost you $8. Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and pour your liquid over into the pot. Now it doesn't have to be chicken broth. It could be beef broth or it could just be water. Just use what you have in your kitchen, all right? So once you have your broth over into that, make sure that your noodles are completely submerged. Allow it to come to a little simmer or boil. And once it comes to like a little simmer, you're going to add a lid to it and allow it to cook until your pasta is completely done. So once your noodles are completely done, and it doesn't really take that long for elbow noodles to cook, child. Y'all know how to make macaroni. I went ahead and I added about a cup and some change of heavy whipping cream. And I'm just going to go ahead and stir that around until it's fully incorporated. Now, if you notice that, oh no, I think this is a little too soupy doopy doopy, we could fix that, cousin. Because mine's was a little soupy doopy doopy. I let the lid off of it and I was like, okay, it's still a little soupy doopy doopy. So I just got me a little bowl. I took the liquid from the pot itself and I added some cornstarch to that bowl. I'm not putting cornstarch directly in the hot pan because it's just gonna be too much for me. So I put cornstarch in that bowl, whisk it up with that broth, just that much right there. And I'm just going to go ahead and pour that back into the pan. And your heat is on like a medium heat, by the way. So once you got all of that stirred up in that thing, you're just gonna allow it to do what it do. Now I'm going to add some cheese to it. Now you can add as much, as little as you want, or you can be a super big back, add your cheese to it, stir it around, put some more cheese on it, and then put it in the oven. It depends on how big of a big back you want to be. Like I said, this is your kitchen, this is your world. And baby, I can't even tell you how much cheese I use, but I always start off with a cup. You know what I'm saying? Depends on how constipated you want to be in the morning. But here you are, you guys. Here's this delicious homemade hamburger helper, not from no box, but homemade. All right, until next time, you guys. I'll see you on my next video, girl.